Traveler, did you know that spiders harbor a wealth of nutritional benefit? For starters, they are rich in protein, zinc, and folic acid, some of the most essential building blocks of the human body. And on top of that, when cooked properly, they can be extremely pleasing to the palate. Oh, no, I won't force you to consume one if you don't want to. But I invite you to come and observe my process of preparing and cooking a spider-centric meal. It is one of the most appropriate choices for dinner, in that the portion size is just perfect to be filling without bloating the consumer. Come into my dwelling with me, will you? Here. On the table, as you can see, I have caught a handful of spiders just for this occasion. Would you like to handle them for me as I prepare the ingredients? No? All right then. Oh, why yes, these spiders are indeed a great deal larger than the average. They are also, as you put it, awfully furry. But worry not. Once adorned with the appropriate spices and smoked to the right degree, their texture will be more than pleasing, and they will taste simply celestial. Please do not be frightened. Just sit in that chair. If you are afraid they might spring out when I open the cage, I promise you I'll keep them away. Well, I will now begin chopping up some of the most essential spices. Recently, I've begun experimenting with the additional flavor that glazed lilies bring to the table, and I find that they provide just the right amount of mintiness, appropriate for balancing out the sweetness of Cape jasmine. There. All done. Now I will marinate a banana leaf with these spices. I prefer to do this by hand, squeezing the spices into the leaf so that nothing is lost. The transference of flavor is extremely important here, after all. And I'm done. I will now select one of the many spiders I've caught over the last few days. Normally I wouldn't be so picky about which spider I use, but since you are here as a possible taste tester, I will select the best of my spiders. In other words, the absolute fluffiest. It helps to also see into their eyes, to make judgments on their vitality by the shininess of their gaze. Yes. I think this little guy will be perfect. Now, you have to be aware, spiders of this size especially are known to bite. Though their bite is not particularly strong, I will still wear gloves to protect me from their venom. Alright. Here. Traveler, would you like to have a closer look at this specimen? No, please, don't get up and run away. I promise I won't force you to do anything you don't want. And if you don't want a closer look, that's fine. Please, will you sit back down? It's my greatest pride and honor to share this special recipe with you. Thank you, dear traveler. Now I will prepare the spider as humanely as possible, as these little critters are extremely sensitive to heat. Just the flicker of a fireplace is sufficient to subdue them. Bringing it just close enough to the fireplace will cause them to die off in mere seconds. Now that is done, I will put the spider in the leaf, roll it in, and tie it up with a piece of heat-resistant string. Then I will hang it over the fireplace and roll the branch from which it hangs, letting it smoke over a period of a few minutes. The sweet, spicy smell is released in mere moments. Whatever reservations about the consumption of spiders you have, traveler, you must admit that this smells simply amazing. You do admit that. I'm incredibly flattered to hear it. Now, would you like to open your mouth for me? I promise once you get over the initial crunch, you'll be addicted to its taste, and it won't be long before you come back for more. Open wide, traveler.